What a comeback for Pat Spencer and the Warriors. He scored 20 points. The Warriors get a 101-97 win over the Suns. What a game. Welcome on into the lounge at Stage 11. Taylor Rooks with Blake Griffin, Swin Cash, Rudy Gay, and John Wall. Warriors somehow pulled that one out after a 22-5 run in the fourth quarter. How did they get this done, BG?
I thought just effort. They played with the right spirit offensively. They started out playing the game the right way, kept fighting till the very, very end. I mean, that run at the end was incredible. And this was exactly what they need to stay afloat when Steph's out. We saw Denver do it when Jokic was out, right? Just go win some games and stay afloat, stay in that playoff picture. It was fun to watch, man. That ball was flying around the court. John said at one point, this is insane.
I thought I was at the rec somewhere. They ready to move the basketball, but they just kept competing. I mean, in the third quarter, Phoenix got more physical defensively, and they started getting turnovers. And then Golden State just couldn't figure it out. Fourth quarter, they stick with it. Start making shots, start making runs. And at the end, they just made them take tough shots, and they couldn't even get good looks at the end. You would see the last shot of the game for Phoenix. You're like, what is this?
Yeah, let's stick there.
He's like, you don't have a left hand? Like, please go somewhere else. He's like, spin, reverse. To this is a tough shot, and you don't have a chance to win that game. But after this, you got to get a lot of effort to Al Horford to make this saving play, throw it in the air. Moses Moody go get a loose ball and solidify the win.
Yeah, and I think you want the ball in Dillon Brooks' hand in that situation, right? Because he's been playing well, 24 points, 6 rebounds. And so you put him in the middle of the floor, you go to run a play, and a lot of times you think they understand when they take something away, you got to go to the next thing. And we didn't see them get to the next thing. But what we saw in the Warriors were they kept the main thing. We are going to shoot threes. We are going to have effort, and we're going to defend you. And so regardless of, like, if you're making shots on us, we're going to just keep coming at you. And I think that's what I saw today.
I feel like, yes, you do want the ball in Dillon Brooks' hands, but I think you want a little different action or a different way to get into the action. Dillon Brooks is playing unbelievable basketball, and we know what he does defensively. I would just love to see him not have to just shimmy and shake, right? Like, that's just not his game.
Well, the thing was, I don't think that he was supposed to shimmy and shake. It looked like he was supposed to be going into a handoff of some sort on the right side of the floor, but whatever action was supposed to happen, it didn't. So when you back it out, in that situation, whoever the guard is, we talked about it. Is it Gillespie? Who is it that's coming up to get it and then getting into some motion?
Somebody needed to recognize that and come.
I think really more than anything is just championship effort. Championship pedigree. They stuck to the game plan. Dillon Brooks, they know he doesn't like the ball in his left hand. They forced it to his left and made him take a shot that he wasn't comfortable taking. So, end of the day, even the effort with Al Horford just almost going out of bounds. This man's 40 years old, but, they wanted that win. I know. I'll probably.
Look, he had 7 in the fourth, too, Rudy. Yeah. And the other thing with this game that I really liked was, even though it was back and forth, we saw some rec ball and all of that was happening, they were still, like, trying to win the game, winning type of plays, diving on the floor, hitting tips. The Warriors, like, the championship pedigree you talk about, that's infectious. That comes down from everybody. That's from Steph down. Draymond's out there hitting corner threes. We're sitting there like, what's going on?
Corner three. One three.
One three. Like, wait, what's it?
Hold on now.
I want to be factually correct.
Yes, we do have to keep it factually correct.
So let's revisit the game and how we got to that last look that Dillon Brooks did have. All right, so Curry, of course, out for the Warriors as they are hosting the Suns. Late in the second, Suns down 4. Brooks pushes off Santos and buries the jumper. Brooks calling that a flop. I don't think Curry agreed with it, though. All right, fourth quarter, Warriors happening that comeback. Al Horford.
Come on, Al. Still doing it.
Gets that hook shot to fall. Under a minute to go, Warriors looking to tie. D'Anthony Melton John, he drives in. He gets the layup to go.
Got him a bucket.
On the other end, off the Moses Moody block on Gillespie. Santos lays it in. Warriors up 2. Bench going crazy. We were going crazy. Final moments. And Swin, you called it out right here.
Yeah, it's a tough step back 3 going to your left where it doesn't seem you're that strong and in control of the basketball. But, I mean, even the play before that when Gillespie went driving into 2 defenders, you have to have action. When your guys are out, you don't have those guys that can get you a bucket. It has to be connectivity with everyone on the floor. Action needs to be run to get the open shot. And we didn't see that. Great execution down the stretch by the Suns.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, for the Warriors, they have made 83s in their last 4 games. Again, we did not even see Stephen Curry tonight, but in the first half, it was 37 attempts, whereas a team high, it was insane. And you were talking a lot about the threes. You had a question for everybody about the attempts that they have had in a game. Swin, who here do you think has made the most attempts, 3-point attempts in a game?
Oh, goodness.
Gotta
What do you
be
think? Gotta you.
Gotta be.
Gotta be you?
The most
John?
attempts?
Most attempts,
Most
John.
attempts.
I think of John.
Oh, boy.
You say John?
Uh-huh.
John, 12 attempts was your career high. However,
In
How many
Philly?
makes, though?
In Philly?
I don't have the game or how many
I
makes.
think I made 5.
But the thing is, John, your 12 is not the most.
Oh,
You lied.
well.
What do we have here?
Sometimes you got to get them
That was
out.
Detroit. You probably did it in Detroit.
Definitely Detroit.
Yeah,
you
you were
know
shooting
how many
step back,
attempts?
spin moves.
I don't know how many attempts.
16.
Over 12?
15.
16.
16 attempts
Now
in
Blake.
a double OT game against the Cavs. You made 8 of them things.
Let's go.
Okay.
One time for Blake Griffin. Let's go.
Golden State, if you need a guy, we've got BG Ray.
16 is a lot.
If Blake was in this game today with everyone out,
26 threes easy.
easy. Okay.
13 for 26, baby. I'm 50%.
And there you have it. All right, coming up next, we're going to check in with our friend Zach Lowe. He's back. You know, Zach Lowe has his pulse on everything going on around the league. We have some questions for him. Oh, and some lockdown D from him on D-Wade last week. Look at that. He's stretching right now. We'll be back on NBA Nightcap right after this. Hornets and Rockets. The newest Hornet, Kobe White, is in Houston. First quarter, Hornets up by 1. Con Knipple knocks down the 3. Into the second quarter, Rockets down by 10. KD pulls up for the 3. He had a game-high 31 points. Rockets down 12 at the half, though. Third quarter, LaMelo Ball.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, why not?
That's
Why not? One
That's why
leg.
we watch this team right there. That's why we
Hum diddly D.
Fourth quarter was all Hornets for this one, but check this out.
Okay, Uncle
Jeff.
Jeff.
Uncle Jeff.
Oh.
Still getting up there at 39 years old.
That's
Under 2 to
2004.
go, Hornets looking to put the Rockets away. Miles Bridges from the top of the key, he drills it. Hornets go on to win their 8th straight game. 109-99 gave them their longest win streak in over 25 years.
What?
BG, you're excited. I know that you love Con Knipple's game.
I do love Con. I just love this Charlotte Hornets team. I thought they drafted well this summer. I think LaMelo's playing the right type of basketball. Brandon Miller's really come into his own. They're so much fun to watch. And, you know, this is like that stretch of the season where they've really found out who they are. The young guys have had time to sort of develop. They've all gelled together. And like I said, they look like they're having fun. So, you know, it's fun to watch them play. And on the flip side, I mean, Houston's, you know, in a little bit of a tough spot right here. So we gotta figure that out.
Yeah, we've joked a lot about, you know, watching this team. It's like a pickup game every day. But no, one thing they never lacked was talent. We knew they had talent. And now they're just trying to put it together and learn how to play winning basketball.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is LaMelo Ball. The way he's playing basketball the right way. We all knew he was talented, could make shots and do things. But we said, can he play winning basketball in this league? That was a knock on him. And now he's figuring it out. He got a lot of help now. They're on an 8-game winning streak, and they're having a lot of fun. And the playoffs is on their mind. And that's a good thing for them.
It feels like this moment, like for LaMelo Ball, is somewhat of a narrative-changing season, just if they continue winning. And I think it is changing the way people see LaMelo's game.
Yeah, and I think when you have such a talented core, I agree with Blake, like they've drafted well. You have to give a shout out to their front office of just really not only evaluating the talent they had, but starting to draft and understand how they're going to plug in some of those areas with getting Con. I thought was huge for them, right? That was a good pick. But I have to give some credit to Charles Lee. And I say that because he's a coach that went through interview after interview after interview, and you heard all of these things about he develops guys, he develops players, but is he ready to be a head coach? Well, he's gone in there and built a team around him that is developing a young talent, right? And so sometimes people have to be given an opportunity to show what they're capable of doing. You have 4 players scoring over 18 points a game. Young guys that a lot of times with young stars, it's like it's about me, 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 me. But their system seems more fluid. It seems like they're buying in a lot more. Their energy level is there. And of course, being healthy helps that.
And what do we think about adding Kobe White to a team that's already really talented, really offensively streaky? It's a really good add.
Yeah, I think he's a bucket getter for sure, but he's a 6 man. He's a guy to come in and play the 6-man role. He can get 20 every night if he wants to. But the way they're playing, they moving the ball, they shoot the 3 well, they can get to the basket. He's another guy that can create his own shot, but also shoot the 3 ball very well.
Yeah, if nothing else, just a secondary ball handler, too.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody just get them into offense, somebody that's proven in the league to sort of settle them down. Young teams always have that issue of getting sped up, getting too out of control. So for him to come in and be able to sort of take over that offense in a facilitating way or just a calming presence way, I think will be really good for this young team.
What makes him good at that is the fact that you can't leave him open either. We talked about it earlier. Like, he can come in and run the offense, but you have to guard him. So it opens up the floor for everyone else.
And when you have a young core like that that's playing so well, you're not only looking for talent in trades, you are doing all of your research and evaluating the character of the player you're bringing in. Because what you don't want to have happen is bringing a guy that's very talented that then their character disrupts your locker room. So there had to be a lot of thought process into who are we bringing in to this team right now. As there's still a young core developing and needs that time on the floor, they've found some chemistry. And I think in Kobe, if you think about his kind of what everybody says about him, you don't hear things about him, this bad character, bad in the locker room. So those things are what you're looking at trade deadline, too, not just the talent. You got to make sure you don't mess this up.
Yeah, and just to describe how much fun this moment must be for a Hornets fan, on an 8-game win streak for the first time since 2000-2001, they were the only team in the NBA to not win 8 straight games in that span. Only 4 players on the Hornets were alive the last time they went on an 8-game win streak. Hey, Keith gave me some stats, but yeah, good time. Hornets haven't seen this in a while, so they're feeling good. Shout out to them. All right, Jock Landale had a big debut for the Hawks tonight, and coming up, we're going to dive into what it's like to be traded mid-season. NBA Nightcap, presented by Wayfair, continues after this. Blake shudders.